Hey guys, I'm telling you a little bit about myself and this series I'm calling Story Time. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Give me a big old thumbs up, please. And you're welcome to share any of my videos. I appreciate that. I'm on Facebook, Primered is Best, and Instagram, all one word, Primered is Best. Today, I'm going to tell you about myself when I was quite a bit younger than I am now. And that was a long time ago. Uh, I used to I think, yeah, I have. I've told you I used to work at a radio station, and I used to go to a lot of concerts. And I'm going to name off some of the people I have seen in concerts. I'm sorry, in concert. And if there was anything strange or weird kind of happen, I'll mention it too if I can remember all of them. I used to have all my ticket stubs, but they have come up misplaced, and that's okay because heck, my taste in music has changed quite a bit. I listen now to old country and old rock and roll, like Chuck Berry, uh, Gary Lewis and the Playboys, Beach Boys. Uh, that's kind of like my favorite style of music to listen to. Captain and Tennille, this stuff like that. But anyway, I used to be real heavy into to rock. So anyway, the first concert I ever went to, and that was probably back in 1973, probably before a lot of y'all were born. I went and seen a Black Sabbath in Knoxville, Tennessee, and Ozzy Osbourne was there, and it was a real good concert. I was really impressed. Let's see, I can't remember who the second one I've seen is. I have seen Uriah Heep. If you're an older person like myself, you probably remember Uriah Heep. Seen them two or three times. I've seen the James Gang. I've seen I've seen the new James Gang when after Joe Walsh had left, and then I've seen Joe Walsh, and he played a lot of the James Gang songs. I've seen Manfred Mann's Earth Band. I've seen 10cc. Uh, I've seen Goose Creek Symphony, and that's when streaking was. Trying to get my hand out of the way. I'm trying to hold this phone still. That's when streaking was in vogue. And of course, we had a streaker go across the stage, and it's pretty funny. I was laughing about that. Trying to think of some. Oh, I've seen Ted Nugent a couple times. I've seen Kiss a couple times. One that kind of sticks out in my mind that I really was impressed with was Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And the reason I was impressed, uh, the name of the album they had out at that time. Of course, they're not together anymore, and I think one or two of them might have passed away. But it was only a three-piece band, if I recall. But what stuck out in my mind was the album Brain Salad Surgery. That's it. And the drum set rose up in the air and started doing spinning around real fast with Carl Palmer playing the drums, and then you had Keith Emerson on the organ, piano organ, and he jumped off the stage. It rose the piano organ, whatever he's playing, rose up in the air and started doing somersaults. And he jumped off and shot a big old ball of fire out into the audience. And I just thought, man, that's so cool. But I'm easily amused. So anyway, it was a really good show. Who else did I see that I was impressed with? I was impressed with the Charlie Daniels Band. And reason I mean, they had a lot of good songs. Uh, let's see, South's Gonna Do It Again was out, and they just kept on saying thank you, like they's really appreciative of us showing up to watch them play. And it was a really good concert. And another group I was impressed with was Nazareth. And you remember that album, if you're an older guy, Hair of the Dog. Uh, they kept saying thank you, over and over, and they was really appreciative too. Let's see. I was trying to think of some more people that I've seen. I've seen so many. I had a big handful of ticket stubs. I seen golly, who is some more people I've seen? It'll come to me in just a minute. Oh, Edgar Winter. Edgar Winter Band. I've seen Johnny Winter. Edgar Winter had, if you'll recall, had those songs Frankenstein and Free Ride. And Frankenstein, that they just played that down to a T. I mean, it was perfect. I did not realize that their drummer had help on Frankenstein and Edgar Winter helped him. They listen to the song Frankenstein and you'll hear two drummers. I did not know that. And see, there's another group I seen Slade. That group Quiet Right, Come On Feel the Noise, and there's several songs that they copied from Slade. Slade was actually they sound just like Slade. And I always enjoyed watching Slade. He had a big old top hat on. The singer for Slade did. I can't think of his name just now, but had pieces of metal, round circles all over his top hat. And when they'd shine the spotlight on his hat, it would shoot out big beams of light all over the Coliseum where I was at in Knoxville. And I thought that was pretty dang cool. See, who else did I see? I think I've seen Slade a couple of times. And I always wanted to wait. Leonard Skinner always come to Knoxville. It seemed like all the time. And I thought, well, I'll catch them. The last time they were here, I was going to go. And I decided, well, I'll just see him the next time because I got word that Elton John was coming to Knoxville. So I was going to save up for Elton John. But, it was a couple of weeks later, and I thought if I spend all my money for, to see Leonard Skinner, I won't have enough, probably to go see Elton John because the dates were so close together. But you know what? I guess they just lied or somebody lied to me. Elton John never did come to Knoxville, as far as I know. And that was the last opportunity I got to see. I could have seen Leonard Skinner before they died in a plane crash. Had that big plane crash. So I was real bummed out about that. Let's see, who else did I see? I think I mentioned I seen 10cc, and I always loved that song Rubber Bullets. I don't know if you've ever heard that song, but it's on YouTube. Sometimes I listen to it, Rubber Bullets. And at the radio station, that song had come out, Rubber Bullets, but they never would play it. I don't know. It wasn't in the lineup, so I couldn't really put it on the air because the station manager didn't want it to get played. I don't know why. But anyway, it's a good song, 10cc, Rubber Bullets. If you get a chance to look at that, I wished you would. It's a pretty good song. I guess I just reminisce too much. Who else have I seen? I never did see Blue Oyster Cult because it seemed like they come around a lot, and I kept thinking, well, I'll see them next time. Well, next time never come around. See, there's some. Golly, there's so many. I did see one time I was sitting up in the seats at the Knoxville Coliseum, and what was the name of that group? Ace. That was the name of the group. Ace. I was down on the floor. We always went as a bunch of friends. We'd all go together like in one vehicle, and we went to go see Ace. Ace was a warm-up band. I forgot who the main attraction was, but they were a warm-up band, and they had that song called How Long Has This Been Going On? Maybe you've heard it. But it's a good song. Anyway, I started noticing these people, 2 or 3 people, that had Ace shirts on. And I asked my buddy, I said, I wonder how they got those shirts made so fast, where they said Ace and stuff. Well, come to find it out, I was just a few feet from them. They got up on stage. It was them. They were walking around in the audience. So I thought that was pretty neat. I did see one, as I started to say a second ago, I was sitting in the bleachers, or I guess seats, bleachers, whatever. No, seats at the Knoxville Coliseum, and I seen this person. I was looking at people down on the floor before the concert. The lights were still on, and I seen this guy come running from one end of the building to the other as fast as he could. And he got down right below me. I'm sitting up here, and the floor is way down there. And he pulled out a big old knife and just stabbed this person over and over, and then took off running again. And I was asking my buddy, I said, how in the world did he pick that one person out of this big crowd of people to stab? I mean, you'd had to, I don't know. He must have been on something. I don't really know what happened, but I don't know if they caught him or not. I hope they did, but that kind of bummed me out a little bit right before a concert. You don't want to see somebody get stabbed or die. So, let's see. Just trying to think of some more people that impressed me. But anyway, I've seen a bunch. I've seen Steppenwolf and hang on. Sorry about that. I've seen Goose Creek Symphony. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I did. But I'm trying to reminisce. See, that's why I was wanting to keep all those ticket stubs, but they've come up missing or misplaced. I'm sure they're long gone, and I don't know. I used to hang around a bunch of my friends, and we'd do all that kind of stuff together. And how I got money to go was, well, I was working part time and going to high school, and then also my parents would give me lunch money. So I didn't eat my lunch. I'd save my money. Sometimes I'd take my favorite girl to a concert with me, and sometimes I just go with a bunch of my friends. It's always a bunch of my friends going with us. I mean, I never was alone or anything like that. Or, if I took my best girl with me for that week or whatever, most of the time I think they just rode with me because I paid for everything and paid for the concert and something to eat, a hamburger or something too. So I guess I was getting used a little, but that's okay. That's part of growing up. But anyway, we always went as a group. There'd always be another couple, two or three couples, or two carloads. But it was a lot of fun. But I guess things. I know I just got done talking about somebody getting knifed, but things were a lot safer back then. I mean, people kind of had, and this is back in the '70s. People had more respect for one another, and I kind of miss those days. But anyway, I know I've seen a bunch more, but for the life of me, I can't remember. But the two that stuck out, or three, was Slade and Slade had a big old ball that fell out of the ceiling, and just confetti went everywhere. And they did. That's just a good old rock and roll band. As I said, quite right. Copied everything that Slade done. That used to kind of tick me off a little bit. But anyway, look up Slade. You'll see that guy's hat. Can't think of his name. But anyway, they're all old guys now, real old. So their time has come and gone. But I never did get to see Foghat. They was in Knoxville all the time. Never seen them. I wish I had now. But a whole bunch of people I wish I had seen that I passed on because I don't know. I think there was somebody in school that kept saying so and so's coming in 2 weeks or something. You know how that goes, and or it could have been Elton John was going to come and canceled. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, those was good days, and as I said, it wasn't so scary getting out amongst a bunch of people back then. Used to could ride our bikes all over the. I used to ride my bicycle all over this town with not a care in the world. And it was a time in my life, when if you seen somebody coming in a car, they'd wave at you and you could wave at them. Wasn't nothing. I wave at people now, as you know. I wave at everybody that comes up and down our street, and unless it's a neighbor's, if it's a new person just driving through or something, they don't wave, and I guess they look at me like I'm some kind of kook. But I don't know. Even driving, I'll stick my finger up, or wave hello, and people look at you like you're strange. Those days I'm talking about are long gone, I guess. But anyway, I'm long-winded. Please, if you like this kind of stuff, me talking a little bit about my life, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. I try to do this maybe once a week or so, something. Whenever something pops in my head, I feel like that might be entertaining, I'll try to tell you about it. Little stories about myself or somebody I know. Anyway, please like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know if you've seen some of the rock groups I've seen before. And I'm on Facebook, Primer is Best, trying to remember more rock groups in my head at the same time I'm talking, but I can't do it. Instagram, Primer is Best, all one word. Appreciate you watching the video. As I said, it's just an old rainy day. Hope y'all's having a great day. I am just talking to y'all. I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. I'll catch you next video. See you later.